Ideal client avatar exercises are the best way to figure out your offers and messaging, right? Not so much. They can be helpful, but if you're not doing this, you're going to be missing out on sales. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the information you need to increase bookings and clicks from your landing pages, and I'll be sharing the strategy that both my clients and my students use to boost their sales. In the last few videos, we talked about a bunch of the mistakes that people make when they're building their landing pages, but at the core of it is solid messaging. You need that solid messaging. If you missed any of those videos, I'll go ahead and link the playlist above so you can catch those. But at the end of the day, you need to know what your audience wants from you. You can't guess at this. You have to empathize with them and know exactly how you can help them and how you can solve their problem. How will you know for sure exactly what they want, what they say, and how they feel if you're not actually asking them? It is so important to do some audience research and figure out what your audience wants and even needs from you based on the skills that you have and what you like to do. In fact, this is so important that this is the first thing I ask leads, clients, and my students. And guess what? The majority of time when I'm doing a website audit, I'll ask the client, so what are the things that people have told you that they want or need? And the majority of the time, the person whose website I'm auditing cannot tell me. They either never asked, they weren't listening, or they didn't even take it into consideration. This is so important not only to your landing pages and to your website, but to the foundation of your business. Plain and simple, you can't have a high converting landing page if your offer doesn't solve a problem that people want to be solved. I mean, maybe you can, and if you can and you've done this before, let me know down in the comments below. What was the offer that you had that wasn't relieving pain or helping make people's lives better? Let me know. But the way I see it, if you're trying to sell something that people don't want or need, you're gonna have a really hard time making sales. Like I said, this is so important that it's the first thing I ask clients and leads. It's the first module of my high conversion website blueprint. And it's so important that I have actually broken it off from that blueprint and it's sold standalone in my shop so that anyone can get working on this. So after my students go through the first module of Vision to Launch, they've done all this listening and all this digging and planning, and they've read what people are saying. Then they have a better idea of how to move forward in their business. And then they can start planning their websites, their landing pages, their funnels with an actual solid structure in mind and with the knowledge that they know that their offer is going to be successful. At this point, the foundations are set. They know what people want and they know how they can get it to them. Like I said before, if you don't have something that people have said they want or need, you're gonna struggle to make sales. And if you do have a solid offer, but your website falls victim to these 7 main mistakes, your landing page isn't gonna do so well. If you missed that video about the 7 mistakes that I see on landing pages that don't convert very well, go ahead and click the link above and make sure your landing page does not fall victim to any of those. In addition to all of those mistakes, you really wanna make sure your website as a whole flows really well. It's the same way you wanna make sure a landing page flows well so people can go through this journey with you. You wanna talk about their problem at the top and how you understand that it's so frustrating and how it is urgent that they need to find a fix. But hey, guess what? You have the fix. This is what it is. This is how to get started. And look at all these people who it's helped. Then you can talk about some guarantees you provide and tell them exactly how to get started. We go through all of this and more in Vision to Launch, the blueprint for high conversion websites. And it's not just a walkthrough of exactly what you need to do and follow these instructions. You also get 6 months of support from me. We have group coaching calls twice a month where you can ask me any questions you have and you can reach out for one-on-one support. I'll look through your website, I'll look through the work you've done and make sure that you're on the right track before you move forward. I know for me, I really like learning and doing things on my own, and it's really hard when I don't have people who I can double check things with and make sure I'm doing it right. In fact, here are some of the things that my students have said as they've gone through Vision to Launch. So if you're ready to start building your website and your landing pages in a way that is actually going to boost your conversions and last you for years down the line, you really would thrive in Vision to Launch. If you have any questions about it or you're just not sure, go ahead and DM me or write in the comments below and I will answer them. And hey, if you're not ready for that kind of commitment, you just want to do a little work here and there, go to my shop, grab those copy worksheets, and get started with that. Your messaging is some of the most important parts of your landing page. Granted, people are skimming it, but even as they're skimming it, they're looking for those things that they can relate to and those answers to the questions they have. So I'll link to my shop below, or you can go to nixter.tech/shop. If you're spending hours, days, even weeks setting up funnels and offers, and you haven't actually put in those foundational pieces yet, you may not end up getting the results that you've hoped for. For a fraction of what you'd spend on a web developer who may not dive into that high conversion strategy, get 6 months of coaching with me, plus my high conversion strategy, plus one-on-one support from me. I'll audit your website, I'll look at all the work you've done. Join us today in Vision to Launch by clicking on the link in the description below. Because frankly, you're wasting time and money sending people to a landing page that just isn't converting. Get your landing pages, sales pages, and your entire website converting better and speaking to your audience better. It'll last you for years. You'll have support from a web developer, me, and you'll no longer have to be guessing if you're doing things right or not. So, join us today. Click on the link in the description below. If doors are closed when you click on that link, make sure you join the waitlist so that you're first to know when doors open back up. Okay, I can't wait to see you inside, and I will meet you at one of our bi-monthly calls. Let's boost those conversions and get you set up for success.